that stereotype is the reason why he doesn't date all black women. So what you're saying is you believe a oversimplified idea of black woman, which leads you to not dating all black women. That doesn't make any sense, bro. All right, I'm back and I have a new camera gifted to me by my beautiful black girlfriend. And I think it's so important that I say that, especially on this video. So we're just gonna get straight into it and react to this video that I saw on social media. So
what about the black dating app called Black?
Oh, it's funny. I never used that one, bro. But hey, man.
I mean, hey, bro, if you want to date a bunch of Shaniquas, go for it, man.
LaQuisha.
Yeah, like me and Fresh aren't really down with the brown like that.
Man.
We ain't night riders.
Nah,
so
bro, I'm good.
You know, sometimes if they're, you know, Redbone, but like in general, me and Fresh don't dabble in the dark, if you know what I'm saying.
Yep.
Okay, so last one, guys.
So it gets worse. So let's just keep watching the rest and then we're going to talk about it after. But it gets worse from here. I didn't think it could get worse, but it definitely does get worse.
Final round.
Now, we're not going to mention names for certain reasons, right?
Yes.
For a bunch of legal implications. But if you guys are you know, in our community, we talk about this extensively. Which are traits of feminine women? What's her gram?
What's Instagram
Dude,
again?
you
got
are like
a lot of love today.
Yeah, baby.
That's crazy.
I ain't gonna lie, just keeping it real. I don't really date black girls. It's not because like like most black girls are like annoying. How to put this? Ratchet, and they don't know how to like be
Carry
reserved.
themselves.
You're like the complete opposite.
You
So
are not the
props to you.
stereotype.
Yeah,
You are not the stereotype.
You are not the same. That's
So,
awesome.
yeah, so we'll give you that.
Here's the problem with this, right? He says most black women are annoying, and then he lists off a bunch of other negative comments about black women. And the girl, I don't know any of these people's names, but the girl goes, the stereotype. So she acknowledges that what you're saying right now is a stereotype. Then he goes and says, yes, the stereotype. So real quick, I want us to have a quick lesson on what the definition of stereotype is, because it's very important for us to identify what that word actually means so that y'all can understand why his comment is ignorant and why subconsciously he knows his comment is actually ignorant. So let's just get into the definition of stereotype. Boom. Stereotype is a wildly held but fixed and oversimplified image or idea of a particular type of person or thing. So basically, it's an oversimplified image of a particular type of person. In this case, it's person because he's talking about black women. Here's why that's important. What he's acknowledging is all of the negative traits of black women that are stereotypical. And he says that that stereotype is the reason why he doesn't date all black women. So what you're saying is you believe a oversimplified idea of black woman, which leads you to not dating all black women. That doesn't make any sense, bro.
It doesn't make sense.
You're making a generalization of all black women. All black women are not rude or whatever else other negative traits you named. Like, that's not all black women. Are some black women like that? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Just like some white women are like that, or some Hispanic women are like that, or some Asian women are like that. You can find that in any kind of woman. You can find that in any kind of person, which is why it makes no sense to completely dub an entire group or demographic of people based on a stereotype. That's like some woman saying all black men are broke, and that's the reason why I don't date black men. That's a stereotype. Are some black men broke? Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. But should you not date all black men because of that? No, that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. And I'm so tired of seeing black men say stuff like this, especially about black women online, because what happens is all of these media outlets run with it, and then you have a bunch of hurt black women in the comments saying, see, there go black men talking poop about us again. And that furthers the divide in our community, because we already know there's somewhat of a divide between black men and women. Not even somewhat of a divide. There is a divide right now, like based on what I see on social media. But what I've learned from starting the Express Yourself Black Man page and platform is that there's a lot of love in our community as well. There's a lot of love in our community as well. And I don't want to get on here and get on my soapbox and say, yo, I can't believe black men don't want to date black women and blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to say that. If you have a preference and you want to date outside of your race, listen, man, I'm not going to tell you what to do. It's 2022. You do whatever the heck you want to do. I think it's important for you to understand why you have that preference. Is it based on a stereotype? Is your trauma informing your decision making? I think these are important questions to ask, because I know at one point I wanted to date outside of my race, but that's because I was traumatized by being in a relationship with a black woman, and not even necessarily by her, but really by how I handled our breakup. And so as a result, I'm like, oh, I never want to be in another relationship with a black woman. I think I just need to be in a relationship with a white woman or Hispanic or whatever the case may be. But really, it was because I had unresolved trauma from a bad breakup that I had not addressed in therapy or through another outlet. So now my decision making and my lens is skewed about dating and women in general, because I haven't dealt with this trauma. And that's what a lot of black men go through. They get hurt by a black woman, and now it's all black women are this way. My mom treated me this way, so all black women are this way. My ex treated me this way, so all black women are this way. And they just generalize and group all black women into one group based on a model figure that they had in their past, whether it be their mom, their ex, their cousin, their sister, their aunt. Everybody gets grouped into one person. And what I'm trying to get y'all to understand is that's not everybody, bro. Every black woman doesn't have an attitude or isn't rude. Like, every black woman is not gonna treat you the same way that past black woman, if this is the case, every black woman is not gonna treat you the same way that past black woman has treated you, bro. And this is the same for black women that have issues with black men. Every black man is not gonna treat you the same way that past black man has treated you. You gotta be able to deal with that trauma, bro.
Deal with it. Deal with it.
And until we deal with that unresolved trauma, there will continue to be a divide in our community. There will continue to be a divide in our community between black men and women, because that trauma skews your lens, bro. It's so true. And I can say it because I've been there. I've been that person before that thought those things about black women. I've been cheated on by a black woman. After that, you think I was sitting here talking about, oh yeah, like, yeah, hoorah, all black women are beautiful and blah, blah, blah. No, I was tight. I was upset, bro. I was upset. All women were evil to me. Not even just black women, all women were evil at that point. But I had to deal with that in therapy. I had to learn to get to the root of why I thought what I thought. And then I had to challenge those thoughts and realize, like, yo, wait a minute, all women aren't this way. And if I want to be in a healthy relationship, I have to be able to acknowledge that all women aren't like this. For real, bro. So that's all I want to say, man. I don't want to keep on ranting on and on about how I feel about this. I just want to say, man, just please, 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 if you have a preference for someone outside of your race, try and understand where that comes from. Because what I've realized is most of the time that's coming from a place of trauma or ignorance. And if it's not, then do you. If it's not coming from a place of trauma or ignorance, do you. Do you completely. But if it is, try and address that and understand it. So that's it for this video. Comment your thoughts. Please like this video and subscribe to our YouTube. You should see a button popping up somewhere over there. And follow us on Instagram. You should see something popping up right over there. We are growing, growing, growing. I'm thankful for all the support. And as always, black man, it's okay to not be okay, because it is. All right, peace.
Sometimes I know you feel like you ain't got nobody to speak to. A shoulder to lean on somebody you could preach to. No, you need to hear it, my brother, I love you. We got way too much to live for. We got way too much to live for. When we get it all, we want more. Like you lost another one. When we get it, still we want more. I know it's hard, but you just gotta push on through. Only Brody always tryna bring you. If you ever feeling down, bro, you're never alone. If you ever feeling down, you can always hit my phone. If you ever feeling down, bro, you're never alone. Okay, hey, I'm your shoulder to lean on. Express yourself, de-stress yourself. I don't wanna talk about me, tell me how you feeling well. Since you know that you alive.